Right, guys, welcome back. This is part 3. We had to go for another pee. We're on a fucking super long one tonight. This is going to be over 2 hours. We're nearly at 2 hours as it is.
I'm surprised I'm talking over 2 hours.
That's good, but I know this is the longest we've went in our relationship. We're actually talking to each other. Since
Is that what we have to do? Is like make podcasts so we can talk to each other?
It's going to bring us closer together, love. Oh, Jesus. This could be... Here, we might be half cutting.
So why can't I get you to go running, but you can get me to do podcasts?
Well, there's a difference about talking and being a lazy bastard.
He's a lazy bastard.
Yeah, okay. So, before we cut there, we were talking about... We went off on a tangent there about RTE TV. And you mentioned a TV show about somebody talking about ghost stories and stuff. And then she googled it when she went to the toilet.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Say it a wee bit louder for everybody.
Are you afraid of the dark?
And I don't remember this. But what was the wee phrase?
It starts
the Secret
with
Society or something?
The Midnight Society. I can't
Society?
remember. Something to do with the Midnight Society.
I'm going to Google it. Are you afraid of the dark? American Canadian television series.
Class, a main dude. He was a main dude with glasses.
1990 until 1996.
So I only went for 6 years.
But that's probably so many hundred episodes. 6 years.
I don't know what channel. Something makes me think it's the Dan. It probably wasn't the Dan.
It came back again. Well, it probably was.
Like I think it was an RTE. It doesn't mean it was on the Dan.
Well, that's true. What's this here? 1990 to 2000. Well, there, 2000 was season 7. So it must have went for 6 years. Took a few years break, came back for another season, and then came back in 2019 for a season. 2019. I don't remember it at all.
Would you know?
It's on Nickelodeon.
Well, we didn't have Nickelodeon, so it definitely wasn't on.
No. In America, it's a
right.
It's made by Nickelodeon.
All right. Okay.
I didn't have fucking Nickelodeon until we bought Sky. 15 years ago or 10 years ago, whatever. No. RTE got the shows before the UK got, because it was a different country. Ireland was able to buy all their good shows. Like, they got lost, I think, before Channel 4 got it. What's the show you watched? This Is Us. RTE showed it all before Channel 4 did. Because remember we recorded it in Virgin and...
No, I watched it on
an
app. This Is Us?
Aye, the fucking illegal app. But remember we recorded it on Virgin.
That's right.
You said a season, but it was nearly all RTE.
Aye, that's right.
You said a season record thing, but it was all near enough RTE recordings. Because they have... It's a different country. We're part of the UK, so we have to do whatever Channel 4 or BBC.
But we happen to get RTE channels too, well...
Because we're... Well, alright, we're in the same island, so the TV signal still reaches us. But how many things, movies and stuff, you always saw movies on RT before. And then the Christmas stuff. I mean fucking the Dan was the show. What was it called? Ray Darcy. Remember Ray Darcy? I think he's got his own talk show now, does he? Or has he got his own radio show?
I have no idea.
Ray Darcy, he was the main dude along with Zig and Zag. Zig and Zag were class. Zig and Zag went to the Big Breakfast. But I don't know how that worked. Or how that even came about. Because it was like English TV. Was that with Chris Evans? On the Big Breakfast? I can't remember. But yeah. RTE was class. It still is class. Because I mean, for certain shows, like we're talking about This Is Us. I mean, you get it before the rest of the UK. It has its perks. Do you remember One and Streak?
Oh yeah. Oh, my mum and dad watched that all the time.
My dad. My mum not so much.
Would
my dad
never have missed.
Every fucking Saturday night.
I think my mum still watches it.
Because my dad used to go and get the diesel and buy a scratch card. Like, do you remember at the end of every show, you scratched and if you got it said One and Streak on it. You get 3 winning streaks, you sent that in, and you had a chance then to go on the show.
Very
You had to wait to the end of the show, and they called out your name, and you were like...
that
was fucking class. That was before the National Lottery was a big thing as well. And we watched it all the time.
Winning streak. No.
Big up the fucking RTE. RTE was class. It still is class.
But we never watch it now. Do we get it?
We do get it in Virgin, yeah. You watched, well, recently, in the last 10 years, we probably haven't watched it because TV's completely different. But I mean, back when...
What was me today?
Okay, so, hold on, I'll explain.
All these channels.
I paid for a Virgin. I did pay for a very large package on Virgin that we never watched. It cost a fortune. I watched. It had movies. It had everything basically. It was an extortionate amount of money. So I cancelled it because we didn't watch it. All we watched was fucking YouTube or Netflix or whatever.
And I gave off because I didn't have my...
Let me finish the story, please, darling. So I cancelled it because we didn't watch it. And secretly this one was fucking raging. Because there was one channel that she watched when I wasn't here, or sometimes when I was here, because it happened today. It was the TLC channel. And for all you ladies out there, the TLC channel basically means...
Say yes to the dress. Our big curvy brides.
Aye, say yes to the dress. Back-to-back episodes.
Or Gokwan.
For fucking 12 hours a day. So we were watching TV today. This one turns around to me. Now, we got the TV back. Black Friday was... Well, technically it was yesterday, but I got the deal a week or two ago on Virgin, where I cancelled our old TV package just completely, and it knocked our bill down to next to nothing. It was just the broadband I was paying for, and then I went on Virgin and to add TV again to our package, which was everything except for sports and movies, which was why our previous one was so expensive, because we had sports and movies. Without that, an extra £2 a month. So I says to this one, I says, look, I'll you know what? I'll fucking get it back again for £2 a month just to have TV.
A delight.
Again,
I'm gonna have TV channels to watch.
So I put it back. We got it back. It's been in a week. It's only been in a week. Well, there's 250 or 300 channels. Every channel except for movies and sports. She turns around to me and goes, "There's nothing on. So there's not." There's nothing on any of them other 350 channels except for Say Yes to the Dress, UK, whatever the fuck one it is, Curvy Brides, whatever it is. And I was like, give me that fucking remote, dude, fucking throw it out the window.
If there was an app for TLC, I'm sorted.
There probably is, that's the thing. I'm paying £2 a month. But you know the worst thing is there's probably £10 a month for TLC. That's probably worth
Say yes to the dress, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh.
Watched.
Curvy Brides, all that.
Curvy Brides. Gokwan.
I know.
I'm dreaming of my dream dress, you know.
No. You watch that, you're watching that so much of that, you're dreaming of somebody else's dream fucking dress.
That doesn't fit her. Nah, that's no good.
I know, Jesus Christ. That's funny. We had a right fucking giggle date anyway earlier on. Harley! Sorry guys, our dog's starting to cry. I'll maybe cut that out. I'll maybe snap it there. So yeah, say yes to the dress. Aye. It's only cost me an extra £2 to not be able to watch TV again.
It beats watching what? Your food shows? Well,
no, well I pay for YouTube, so we don't get ads on YouTube, but we also get YouTube music and stuff. And I'm a massive YouTube fan. All I watch is YouTube. But there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. People don't realise it. I mean, or there's not the traditional channels or the traditional shows, but there's a lot of
shite.
There is a lot of shite. 100%. There's 99% shite probably, but there's a lot of really good stuff. And don't sit there and talk to me like you don't like some of the stuff that we watch. Fucking curvy bride bastard, eh? There is some of the stuff you like, but what she's on about is like we would sit and go,
Food Channel or something?
Not Food Channel, but like some guys cooking a burger with 18 patties in it.
At like 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
And we're like, oh, do you want cheese and toast, or do you want a burger or a pizza?
Yeah, don't do it.
All these mad fucking cooking shows. And
Or you watch the haunted.
I watch a lot of haunted stuff and like people with paranormal stuff, and
I'm sitting shitting myself, and he's
it's
it's all fake.
We're going to put this on the next episode. Right? We're going to call it YouTube videos that I like to watch and she fucking hates. There's these.
Did you hear that?
Right, right. You don't know what we're on about yet. There's a couple of channels. There's probably 3 of them. There's 3 that I watch. There's one called The Haunted Side, which is these 2 guys in America. They're very professional, like serious. They go to all these places that are like the most haunted hotel in America, the most haunted restaurant or whatever. Blah blah blah. They go all these. They're in like season. They're looking for Patreon money now for season 5 or 6, but basically I don't really believe that much in this ghost bullshit. There's some stuff that's weird and you see in video and you're like, oh fuck, how did that happen? But,
I don't believe it's just the way
99% of it is fake when you see some of it. These guys go in with their cameras and their night vision and all these different fucking toys and tools that they have, but the one guy comes out with this phrase every time.
Did you hear that?
Like they're walking around videoing and then, did you hear that? And
was there not something happened in our house one night and you turn and goes, did you hear that? I was like,
we both burst out laughing. Like they're meant to be doing a serious ghost hunting story. Like each week it's a different place, blah blah. But like the video, unless they find, like, of the 10 episodes they have in each season, there's maybe 4 or 5, like, whoa, what the fuck happened there kind of thing. But every other episode's like, they're just creeping around this echoey, creepy wooden house going, did you hear that? He says, did you hear that? About 1,000 times every episode. So, the couple of times it's scary, it's funnier, it's funny every other time.
But every time he says it, you just laugh.
But then there's 2 other channels that we watch. Well, one that Deb would make you watch. It's this guy that gets sent in videos from all around the world of these creepy stuff happening, and videos and ghosts and whatever shit, stuff moving. And those are really good because they're like sent in from people around the world. Not just these guys going around haunted houses. And some of them are like, whoa, what the fuck? And then some are like, I've seen better fucking special effects on a fucking Disney movie. No, that kind of way. But you're sitting there going, oh no,
hiding behind a cushion.
It's real. What are you talking about?
And I'm thinking, how can they fake it? Well, some things.
You buy apps, they fake some of this stuff. It's so some of it's so unconvincing. It looks like it's made with an app, but then some of it's like, whoa, what the fuck? It's the same with those guys that do the. Did you hear that? It's like, all right, there's a creak, there's a noise, and then you hear like.
But that comes with old buildings.
Aye, but then they have these recorders that somehow pick up like, hello, help me. And you're like,
what do you call it? You download it in your phone and then it's turn that off.
No, that's a different thing.
What was that?
That's like they have this tool where, well, the app's not the same because it's an app and it just makes it sound shit. But they have this device that scans radio stations, but it scans them. Like they're 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 radio stations, but it does those 5 maybe in half a second. So it goes vroom through all these different stations, and for a word to come out, it's real. It's a real.
No, I don't believe that.
No, but if you scan through those radio stations so fast, you shouldn't be able to hear a word.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's scanning through. Right, there's 100 radio stations, and it's going, and then Peter or kill me or something comes out. No.
And then what about the ones that they do? They have the Connect attached on it, and they have. Is that real? Like, how real is that?
Well, it's a real technology. Like
when they have that up, and then there's like
that device. Like I had a Connect. That device is made to scan
a figure.
if it thinks there's a human, the shape of, if it thinks there's somebody in front of it, it will give you the shape of what that sees.
So that's like real.
That is picking up what it thinks is a real person or a real.
And what was the app? I downloaded it in the house one day, and it was all in.
No, right. We'll get on to that in a second, but we'll talk about these other videos. I know what you're talking about.
And you
Hold
said,
on.
"Oh, there's something in this room," and I said, "I'm not going in that room."
No, that was a TikTok fucking filter.
Or a TikTok filter. That's what it was.
What do you call the other one? Snapchat or something. It was a filter. It was a filter.
It was a TikTok filter.
See, that came from one of these videos where the guys that do the compilation videos of this kind of stuff, Nuke's Top 5. So go to YouTube and search for Nuke, as in nuclear device. Nuke's Top 5. He has dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of class videos. Stuff you'll sit and go, what the fuck? That's not real. And stuff you go, holy shit, that freaked me out. But these people that go on TikTok, I haven't had TikTok, have I?
Aye.
Have I?
No, I think you did download it. I have it in my phone. I've used it.
But there was a filter that done this weird outline.
They can pick up like a heat sensor kind of.
But a person had to be there for it to happen, and we saw it.
That people were finding like
Aye,
somebody they'd lost.
Aye, this guy. I think the one we saw. This guy's grandmother died, and she sat in this chair.
Oh yes, that's it. I was.
And he had this TikTok filter, and he was moving about the room, and then the chair that she sat on, all of a sudden, this it lit up. It gave this filter over the chair alone, and he was convinced that his grandmother was still there, and he was talking to her, and blah blah blah.
So he decided.
I must have got TikTok on my phone, just to freak this fucker out. And I was all, look, it's fucking load of shite, so it is. And then I was all, here, there's someone in this room. There's fucking nothing there. It's just the filters. It's not perfect.
I know.
Or we have
and you were showing
ghosts in our spare room. It was our spare room. There's fuck all in our spare room. It doesn't outline around a person. It's certain things. I think it has to be a person. It does this outline on. But then I put it in the spare room and just done an outline. So Jillian, come up, quick, there's someone here, and you were like, no, turn it off. So that's what you can sort of expect from these videos, where it's like dickheads on TikTok. Oh, look, there's someone moved, it's a ghost and all this kind of thing. Or there's this stuff from like a haunted house, and there's a creepy outline of there's tons of ones we see where there's like people in the background or outlines of people in the background. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. The
guys that go, did you hear that? Isn't that convincing? They've had a few where you're like, fuck, there's a fucking ghost there. And then the guys that do the compilations where people send the stuff in, it's like, there's a lot of stuff that you just don't know. And then there's a lot of stuff that's like, wow, they have a lot of time in their hands, where they've like pieced this together on fucking Photoshop and whatever. But yeah, I don't know how we got on the ghosts on YouTube there. Drink's starting to hit. I don't know how we went on the YouTuber.
It was, how did we start? No, it was starting with day on TV, and then like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then
oh, okay.
we
went on a tangent, but that's the joy of a podcast.
So much for Christmas should have been a Halloween.
No, we should have talked about this at Halloween, but I know we weren't really in the podcasting side of things at that stage. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to do a drink test video to break the waters, so to speak. But yeah, it just shows you those of a certain age. Dan 2, you could say Dan 2 to a fucking 15 or 20-year-old now. Like, what the fuck are you on about? Who the fuck's second Zach?
Please.
What the fuck? Are you fucking for real? What the fuck? So there you go. Those of a certain age that watch this, they'll be like, I remember that. That was class.
There was another one.
Another what?
TV show. What are you?
On Dan?
I don't know.
Tell me
I
this,
think it was more an RT. I did watch a lot of RT. Oh, you remember Omri Katz, you call him?
No idea what that is.
And it was to do with... No, that was his real name. That's his actor. That's his real name.
Sohan Katz?
No, that was his real name. Can I Google?
Can she Google this? This one's slightly drunk.
I don't know.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry, apologise. Might cut that out.
Okay, I go and cut that out. If you're afraid of the work.
Right, we're talking about old TV shows. Do you remember? Have you ever felt like this? Like strange things happening?
No,
Are you going round the twist?
No, it's not that. It's he. Erie, Indiana.
I was just about to say Erie, Indiana. No fucking word of a lie. It was in Channel 4 is where I seen it.
4? Maybe it was 4. It was 4.
No word of a lie.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did you ever remember Erie, Indiana? I didn't know that was that fucker's name.
Yeah.
Omri Katz.
Oh yeah, I remember his name. I have no idea. I think maybe because I had a wee crush on him.
She can't remember my birthday, but she remembers this fucker's name from 30 years ago.
Well, I had a wee crush on him at that time, you know.
You're supposed to have a crush on me. What are you on about? Erie, Indiana was class. It only went for one season.
Is
I'm
that
going to have to
full?
go up now. Yep, one season.
But it seemed to be on forever.
No. Erie.
Indiana, there.
Television series, yeah. It went for one season.
No way. How many episodes were in a season?
The first episode was 91, the last episode was 93, so it maybe went for 2 seasons, maybe. Number of seasons, 19 episodes. This was fucking class. Channel 4, I seen it on.
Yeah,
Channel 4.
That's probably. I thought it was RT. Maybe I don't know.
It could have been as well. It might have been first.
I don't know. But
it might have been.
It just popped into my head.
Honestly, it might have been. Marshall Taylor, a teenager whose family moved to death to the town of Erie, Indiana.
Simon, the wee boy, the other wee boy.
Shush, I don't know. I remember the show, but I couldn't tell you anything what happened. I just know there was freaky episodes every.
Aye.
It was almost like a kid's X-Files. I thought. So there you go. Hit us up in the comments, guys, if any of these shows or anything that you remember. We put it up. Well, I put it up on the socials for the questions and answers, like a Q&A. Send us in some questions. We got one question, which is not bad for having nobody watching this shit. Only a few hundred people. Come on, guys, you could be doing some questions. So anything we've talked about tonight, hit us up on the Facebook, Instagram, on the comments on the YouTube. Fire in questions and that, and we'll start adding them to the end of these videos, because I think we're going to. I mean, we're creeping up on 2 hours or more here for tonight, so we'll end this in sort of a question and answer sort of thing for our one question. We'll try and drag that question out as long as possible. It was sent in by an avid viewer, Wendy. Thank you. It was now I'm sort of convinced that Wendy thinks that this is basically an alcohol podcast, because the question was about drink. It's not an alcohol podcast. The videos are kind of based around alcohol. The podcast isn't. It's just fun and funny for us to be. What was that?
Oh, I must have moved the table.
She's moving the table. I didn't realise what was going on, sir.
Stretching my legs.
The podcast is not about alcohol. The podcast is called the What's Happening Podcast. It's just what's going on. The tagline on the actual, if you were to go to Spotify and stuff, it's the shenanigans of a 30-something guy. You know, I'll actually bring it up. Do I have Spotify on this phone? I don't believe I do. Do you have Spotify on your phone?
Yep.
She'll give you the tagline. So it's not like some our videos. Like, the thing is, it's a podcast just talking about stuff. And then when it comes to the videos, we're going to try and theme the videos where we taste alcohol, or we taste the food, or we taste this, that, or the other thing. So she has the let's see, get down. Weekly shenanigans and goings on of a 30-something Northern Irish guy, fatherhood hobbies, and midlife crisis stuff. And then I think on the actual website that hosts it, it says something like tears will be shed, tears will be shed, drinks will be shared, something along those lines, where it's just going to be a laugh, but there might be emotional stuff at times. But it's not a fucking alcohol podcast. It's a podcast about life and stuff. There tonight we sat and talked about so many things about our life and our childhood and stuff. But obviously there's drink involved. They make it a bit of a laugh.
No way to get me talking.
Only way to get that fucker to actually speak. We're going to do obviously the taste test stuff's a bit of crack because people enjoy seeing us suffer. We'll do spicy stuff when it comes to the new year. We had some spicy stuff lined up, but we're going to leave it to the new year just to sort of, we have to ease into that because some of it is fucking... The doctor might need to get phoned.
If you get an appointment.
Plenty of toilet paper anyway because it's going to wreck us. But... yeah, so the one question we got was about alcohol. It was about like the first time you had a drink. What was it? Do you still drink it? Where was it? I don't remember. It was probably beer for me because, I mean, at that age, I think I started drinking. What age was I in the millennium that night? So that was 2000. So I would have been just 16. Is that right? Or was I just 15? No, just 16. 2 weeks before it. I remember I had to have drunk before that. I don't remember when I had my first drink. It had to be some pish beer. It had to be like Tennant's. It had to be Carlsberg. It had to be Carlin, something like that.
I just remember being... I can't remember, but I think my first memory was being at my friend's house. And it was me, her, and her brother. And we were sitting watching a film. And her brother, I would say, like, their family's, like, really Christian.
Right, so you were like, oh, we're really breaking the fucking rules.
Hiding a drink under, like.
Right, okay. Yeah, I fully understand that.
Like.
You were really breaking the rules?
Like, wasn't even Black Hearts. It was like, free Presbyterians, right? Oh, God, maybe cut that out. I'm ruining some names here.
Here. It's fucking 30 years ago.
And,
or maybe it wasn't 30 years ago. Holy fuck. 25 years ago. Oh, Jesus.
Do I take another shot? I remember we were in the other living room, the good living room. We were watching TV and her brother comes on with drink.
These fucking country ones.
And it was her brother brought in, I think it was like Smirnoff Mule. I don't think they do it anymore. Smirnoff Mule.
She's not going to get away with this too easy.
I think it was Bacardi Breezer. I can't remember what the else was, and that's what we were drinking. Was it Hutch? I think Hutch was one of them.
Drink. Hutch has come back. You can get Hutch again.
And I think like he
it
came
was
in
the decade of what are they called?
Alcopops.
Alcopops, yeah. It was all Alcopops.
I don't know. I know them have Hutch out and Bacardi Breezers. I don't know about Smirnoff Mule. That
would have been. I think they phased that, either changed that to Smirnoff Ice or phased it out and brought in Smirnoff Ice instead.
But we just remember drinking it, and I remember we were watching like TV, watching a film, and our mum would have came in. There's us sitting like we good wee souls hiding the drink, and we're like, we're gonna get caught drinking. And this must have been, I don't know what age we must have been, like second, third year.
Cocktail.
It wasn't a cocktail. It came in a bottle. No, but you know.
No. Go ahead. Keep chatting about your.
And I think that's what I remember.
Yeah, it's from 80. We're looking at a photograph here of 80s and 90s booze.
Because it was
Smirnoff Mule. So
because
probably
it was in
that
the
one.
bottle.
Yeah.
That's what the bottle looked like.
Jesus.
I couldn't tell you what it tastes like now.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
No. I don't think it tastes like Smirnoff Ice.
That says it stopped in 2018.
Is that all? That's That's not that long ago.
Well, here, hold on. Keep talking about your wee fucking thing here. Look.
Well, what was saying that was what I first remember. Oh, excuse me.
No, okay, here. Smirnoff Mule. This was one of the original alcopops, coming in a gold bottle.
I just remember. 97.
Smirnoff. Well, this is an article somebody was talking about when they drunk it. It was in 97, 98, before it vanished. So it was around that time.
It would have been that.
It was replaced, by this person says, to be replaced by the much worse Smirnoff Ice. I remember when Smirnoff Ice came out, sales shot way up, and it became much more popular than Smirnoff Mule ever was. Hold on. It's easy to understand why Smirnoff then withdrew the mule. This alcopop was basically a shot of Smirnoff vodka with ginger beer and lime.
Is that all it is?
Basically, that's what it says. Basically, that's
we
what
could
it was.
nearly make that some night.
Next video.
I didn't realise that's all it was.
Well, when we first googled it, there it said it was a cocktail. So a Smirnoff Mule is basically what the cocktail must be: vodka, ginger, and lime.
Instead of your Jack Daniels ginger and lime.
No, instead of the sugary piss you used to buy years ago. I remember getting Jack Daniels. First time I ever drunk Jack Daniels was a Jack Daniels and Coke that you used to buy in a bottle.
Really?
There was an off license for all those locals that are listening or watching. The WG's had an off license. Still technically kind of does, but it had a dedicated off license, not a off license in the bar. And that was when we done our. Well, I wasn't technically underage. It was just I was 18. Let's buy a drink. So trying to veer clear from beer at the time, it was like, okay, what do we drink? And then I seen this. It was only new in the UK at that time, so I would have been 18, 19. So you're talking 15, 16, 17 years ago. Jack Daniels was obviously a thing, but then it was obviously trying to get into the younger market at the time, and it was like a bottle of beer, but it was Jack Daniels and Coke, and I loved it. But it was sugary dog shite, basically. Same as all them other it was an alco pop, basically.
It's just like we can't you get now. It's like
it was a pre-mixed bottle, but not. You didn't get pre-mixed bottles 15 years ago, or cans. Sorry, you didn't get pre-mixed cans the way you do now. But it was basically their first venture into it. You get that fucking shot, didn't you, sir? Oh no,
I haven't said anything bad.
Not yet. No, we're not finished yet.
No.
But you're going to take it anyway.
You're damn right.
I was waiting. I was sitting there thinking, going, what can I fucking do now to make her say something bad? But she was going to nag it anyway, you fucker. So, our one question from our question and answers was from Wendy down the road, 2 doors down. 2 doors down. Do you remember that song? 2
doors down. Remember the band?
I just remember 2 doors down. So yeah, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember.
I think that's what mine was the Smirnoff Ice or
mine
the
had,
Smirnoff Mule.
Mine had to be beer because we didn't drink anything else until we got the old enough age. So when you were first drinking, it was like, oh, we sneaked a couple of beers. No.
I might have had a wee harp. Well, my dad would have drunk harp. And he made a wee shandy from it. So I probably had
shandies and stuff.
When my dad would have made that, or a wee hot toddy and took a wee sip and went, that's just
well, that was probably technically the first drink, but I mean, the first one you sneaked, first one you.
Well, that was a sneak in my friend's house of all houses,
Them fucking God-fearing Presbyterians would have killed you. Free, that's what I mean. Let's not go down that fucking avenue. But anyway, I don't remember when. I don't remember what. Yeah. I remember the Millennium Eve back in the day.
What was the Waterfoot?
You're older than I am, right? But
there was a bomb scare.
Right, hold on. I was 16 when it was Millennium Eve. You were 19. So you were old enough to go to a bar and Millennium Eve, I wasn't.
But me and a couple of friends, we were going.
Do you know where I was? Hold on, let me fire out where I was. I was in an abandoned building with a bunch of youths. If any of the youths from this estate are watching this, you might remember this. You might not, actually, because we were very pissed. Drinking cans of Tennent's, bringing in the new year. That was my millennium. And I think I went home then and recorded Radio 1 because I was a massive dance music fan. At that stage, it was massiver than it is now. Massiver? Larger than it is now. And recorded Radio 1, had like a fucking 12-hour live thing, and I sat and recorded, stayed up and recorded it. But anyway, go back to what you were.
Went to the Waterford Hotel. That was a thing, and I was no sooner in the door, enjoy myself, and then like everybody was evacuated just before midnight because there was a bomb scare.
Seriously,
aye. There was, aye. We were all evacuated then just before midnight in the millennium.
So you were all standing out in the cold, shivering your balls.
The cold going, seriously.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, I remember that now. Aye.
In the hotel or somewhere close to it?
The hotel was a nightclub before it became a hotel.
The whole thing was a night.
It was a knife. The restaurant part was.
I don't think
the restaurant part was. I don't know if it was a hotel, but I know the restaurant part was a nightclub. So I doubt there was a hotel.
And the scare was in the hotel.
This was in the hotel. We were all.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I might have. I'm sure it was.
Was your heart not broke?
I was all. Seriously.
Fucking hell.
We were all evacuated out, and we thought it was just a hoax, and then like everybody, out, everybody out.
What the heck? The army and police and whatever.
Everyone came in.
Bomb squad, all that. Jesus
we were all
Christ. There you go. I thought I had a rough one on New Year's or fucking Millennium Eve. Fuck.
It was the I can't remember if it was a hotel. It must have been a hotel.
It's always been a hotel.
Well, the night part there was always.
But I don't know if there was always a restaurant in it.
No, there wasn't. That part that was the restaurant was a nightclub, because I remember like coming in and there was like stairs going down into it. So it was.
I still have never been in it.
I think there used to be the main room. You know, when you hold the weddings, I think it used to be a swimming pool.
Fuck.
So I think I think, but yeah.
A swimming pool.
I'm nearly sure. I think it was a swimming pool. Jesus. Before they changed it in and done it all up or took over it then.
Only place I remember is, what do you call it? The Broomhill?
Oh, the last time I was at one, my cousin Andrea got married, and that was 2000. That was 2000, because she got married in 2000.
It's been shut for fucking...
That's the last time I...
over 10 years.
That's the last time I was on it, was for her wedding.
There's one for you. Well, this all started from one question, so guys, you need to send the questions in. If I'll put it up next week, because we're gonna do one of these every week. We'll put it up for next week's early, so you can get the questions in. You were talking about the Broomhill there. That brought up a memory. We used to get the Bosco Kellys in the Broomhill.
Really?
The Wednesday night, the Bosco Kellys stopped at the Broomhill. So we used to go to the Broomhill first and get pints or whatever, and then go and get the bus in. It stopped in on the Valley Road, and you went out and got the bus, and that was you to Kelly's and straight back in. Back when I was fucking... Like, I started in Tesco's 2 weeks before my 18th birthday. That had to be maybe around when I was 20 or so. So 15 or 16 years ago. At least. That was the Broomhill. I went to weddings and stuff. My cousin got married there. What do you call her? Get married.
I remember my cousin.
Margaret Williams' niece get married out there. I was at it. Invited to it because I was pally with their son, Al. That was the 2 weddings I was at. And Darren Burke, he got married there. That was my cousin.
No, it was just my cousin Andrea. She got married in it. And funny enough, that's the last time. My cousins all from Australia were all over. And my aunt and uncle. So that was the last time. I'm not sure that's the last time the whole family was actually all together.
What year was that?
2000.
2000? Fuck. Just shows you. Time fucking flies.
Because even my cousin, like Ian, that was the first time I met him, and he's been over once since, like a few years back. I don't know if were you.
I don't know.
No, I can't remember, because we met up in the gallery for a meal.
Aye.
Ian.
Aye.
Beard. That man.
I don't remember, but I remember going to the gallery.
Aye.
For a whole squad of ones.
Aye. And that's like I hadn't seen him since then. Like I think it's only the second time he was over.
Yes. Aye. I
But
remember.
that was the first time I had met him, was for Andrea's wedding, and he came over and he was wearing like the Lindsay tartan tie, and I was like, oh, that's class. So it was, because I'd never seen anything like it before.
Fuck, I didn't know that. That'd be a good thing to get to with it. The tartans of Eiler family. That'd be cool. There you go, guys. keep them peeled. Well, that'll be another video. So there you go. Everybody's going to be asking us alcohol questions now going forward. When was the first time you tried this? When was the first time you
They're making us feel like alcoholics. I'm not. I'm not an alcoholic.
You were shot, I take you miserable bastard.
I haven't said anything out of line or anything, you know.
Well, consider it a gift for actually speaking. Huh? Let's go here. We've ended a video on you taking a shot before, so we can do it again. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep them paid for the next one.